Here's the secret: the people making money online aren't chasing followers. They're using a system most beginners don't even know exists. So if you've been sitting there thinking, well, I'd love to do this, but nobody even knows me, stick with me. I'm about to show you how this works, even if you're starting from absolute zero. And if we haven't met yet, I'm Charlene. I'm a 44-year-old mom of three. For years, I was the woman in the grocery store checkout line with my calculator, quietly panicking if I could afford everything in my cart. My husband works in construction. I've been in dentistry. Life just felt like bills, work, and repeat. I didn't have a following, and I didn't have fancy tech. But what I did have was an aching desire to not miss any more moments with my kids. So if you're in that boat, tired, stretched thin, and wondering if this could actually work for you, I see you because I was you. People love to tell you, oh, you can't make money online unless you have thousands of followers. Let me tell you about the day that I made my first sale. I didn't have a big audience, and I certainly wasn't a tech guru. I just followed the system that I was learning, sharing my link in simple, intentional ways. I'll never forget. I was barbecuing chicken when my phone went off. I looked down, and there it was, a $900 sale. That was the moment it clicked for me. You don't need thousands of followers or a complicated setup. You just need the right system. And if I can make my first sale as a complete beginner with no audience, so can you. That one sale gave me the confidence to keep going. Check out this testimonial of one of our community members.
I wanted to say that thank you for letting me share my story. And I am just so grateful for the opportunity to do this, but also I'm just so grateful for this program. It has done so many amazing things for my family. So, and for so many others too. So yeah. So you guys, my name's Melissa Mock, and I am a 44-year-old mom, and I live in Minnesota. So if you hear any Minnesota accent, it's because I am in Minnesota, small town. I also have my husband, who I've been married to for 17 years, and I am also an educator. So I've been in education for over 22 years. I started as a preschool teacher, did in-home daycare, and then was in my children's school district as a teacher. So that's what I've been doing for 22 years. And as you guys know, education does not pay. It's more that you love doing it because you love working with kids. You don't get paid very much. So my husband, on the other hand, too, he is a hard worker. He's in construction. And with construction is up and down all the time. But, we have been able to always just get by. That's how it's been since we've had kids. We've been able to, get our bills paid, but it's never more than that. You know what I mean? We would get our savings and then it was gone, because the washer would break down or the car will break down, things would break down. But we just, we were able to just get by. We lived paycheck to paycheck. And a while back when my kids were little, I also did start dabbling in, multi-level marketing, because I was like, if I can just get a little extra income in, that would be helpful. And I did that. But I'm just going to tell you guys, for 12 years of doing multi-level marketing, it would maybe pay groceries here and there, maybe pay a car payment, but then I just had piles of stuff in my closet. So that's all I'm gonna, just piles and piles of stuff. So it wasn't like helping us get ahead. You know what I mean? It was just more of like maybe paying a bill here and there. And so this last beginning of this year, really a big thing hit us financially. And, we've been able to live paycheck to paycheck, but I was at a breaking point when we ended up receiving a letter in the mail, and it was for a property tax for our brand new house that we built in 2020. And so this is my dream home. We built it in 2020, and all of a sudden, the beginning of this year, we got a property tax statement. And I'm going to tell you guys that it wasn't like a couple $100. It was thousands and it was thousands of dollars. Okay. And my husband and I looked at each other and we were like, we're going to have to get a second or third job, or we're going to have to sell our dream home. And that moment was just like so devastating because we have worked so hard, both of us, our whole lives. And it just felt like things could just never go the way we wanted it, right? It was just like, here's another bill. Here's something else we have to pay for. And as the mom of the family too, I'm the one that kind of does the household managing and running all the things and everything like that. And I literally was so stressed that I was crying myself to sleep every single night. And I'm like, I don't want to get a second job. I don't want to get a third job. This is not fair. This is not how life should be. Like, I just was like so fed up and tired of working so hard and not getting any benefit and living life the way we wanted it. Like, we couldn't even travel. We had to say no to our kids all the time. And it was so frustrating, you know, having that happen all the time. And so, you know, I always feel like doors open in the most unexpected ways. And, you know, I was crying myself to sleep, but then, you know, I scroll social media, and one of my friends was talking about this business opportunity. And she was just like, she was sitting here going, oh my gosh, like, I'm able to pay for this, and I was able to pay, and she was like, a $900 ding, and then another $900 ding, you know? And I was like, what is she talking about? You know? And so when I reached out to her, I will tell you guys, I'm a teacher, so I researched everything. Right away, I was like, oh, that sounds too good to be true. There's no way. But I, of course, was still curious, and I watched her. And I watched her for 2 months. Like, I literally watched her, and I was like stalking her, you guys. I was like, I got to see what she's doing. And what was finally it is when she said that she had, with this program, made $18,000, and it was in 5 weeks. I was like, why can't that be me? Like, that would pay my property tax. That would completely change our financial situation in a lot of ways. That would help us in so many ways. And I'm like, why am I discrediting myself? Why am I like, I'll fail this. This isn't something I can do. Like, I literally was like, I was done. I was like, I need to take a chance. I need to just do something for my family. Now I'm going to tell you guys, my husband always shakes his head at me because I've done so many things over the last 12 years. Like, he shook his head, but I was like, I did not have the funds to do this. I did not have the investment, but I was like, I'm either going to stay in the same situation and still cry myself to sleep every night, or I'm going to do something about it, or I'll have to go get that second, third, fourth, fifth job, which is absolutely not, I did not want to do that, right? I did not want to take more time away from my family. I was already stressed to the max. So I was like, I'm going to jump in and I'm going to do this. And it was absolutely, hands down, the best decision I have made for my family. You guys, like, just like that one that you showed, I launched June 26th, and I had my first sale the first day I launched, you guys. That was like, oh my gosh, I just got my investment back, like that. And then it just kept catapulting into this amazingness. And you guys, today is my 5 months into the program, and I have tripled my income as a teacher, you guys, tripled in 5 months. That's 3 years of annual salary through my full-time job that I was working 40 hours a week or more. Usually I have to bring my work home, right? Teachers have to bring their work home. So it's just like, this is amazing, you guys. And one thing that I loved about it so much was when I dived in, it's like you plug in. I'm a teacher. I teach step 1, step 2, step 3. And when I jumped into this, and I was like, this is like an educator's dream come true. Like, seriously, like, it was laid out exactly. Like, I was like, anybody could come in and implement this. You just follow and do. That's the thing. You just do, implement it, follow the steps, and then get out out there and do the do, and it can completely change your life. And so, because of this program, I'm dreaming again. Like, I have been able to pay for my daughter's braces in full. We have paid off our property tax bill. We have saved our home. We have paid off debt. Like, the things that have come from this in just 5 months has absolutely changed my family's life. And I'm so forever grateful for this. And the fact that it is, in the community alone, how much this program is blessing so many people. And it's just going to continue to bless people, because it is hands down the best decision I ever made.
Want to see how this works for yourself? I've got something totally free for you. It's called the Freedom Formula Blueprint. It walks you through the exact steps I used to build an automated business from scratch while still working my 9 to 5. You can grab it right below this video. Not only will it show you the big picture, but it also gives you a peek behind the scenes at how these automations work. So you can imagine what this might look like for you too. But Charlene, what if I don't have a product yet? Been there. When I started, I didn't have the time, the energy, or confidence to build my own course or ebook from scratch. That's why I use Done For You digital products. They came with the training, a pre-built website, a pre-built funnel system with all the automations, all the scary tech stuff that I could never figure out. And the best part, I could resell them for 100% profit. It felt like buying digital real estate that I could flip over and over and over again. That shortcut gave me momentum. And later, when I was ready, I started building my own digital products too. So here's the big question. How do you make it last? It's about creating a business that runs while you get to live your life. That's why I have multiple income streams, resale rights, affiliate marketing, and eventually my own courses. You don't have to start with everything at once. Start small, get your first sale, and then build from there. Because once you know how this works, it's a whole lot easier to dream bigger. So if you're ready to take that next step, grab my Freedom Formula Blueprint and check out the free class that I have linked down below. They will help you understand if this is the right path for you, just like it was for me. And inside my time-rich moms community, I go even deeper and I teach moms just like us how to build flexible online income streams. So don't miss out. Subscribe to this channel because you're not going to want to miss the next video. So here's what I really want you to take away. You can sell digital products online, even if nobody knows who you are yet. You don't have to be an influencer. You don't have to chase people around the internet or spam your friends and family. You just need a system that is proven and that works, and the courage to take that first step. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Would you rather start with Done For You digital products to build momentum quicker, or create your own from scratch? Drop your answer in the comments because I'll be in there chatting with you. And if you're ready to take that next step, don't stop here. The question I always get is, okay, Charlene, what's the easiest side hustle I can actually start right now? Well, that's exactly what I cover in the next video. Easiest side hustle in 2025. No experience needed. Click over and watch that one next. It's going to connect all the dots for you and give you the fastest path to start today.